You've probably stood on a train platform not knowing where to line up, or waited at home all day for a package that never came, or hauled heavy luggage across a city for no reason. Every one of those situations has a mechanical fix, and Japan built it. Not as a luxury, but as basic infrastructure for a dense city that can't afford that kind of daily chaos. This video walks through 12 of those fixes in detail, because the interesting part isn't that Japan did it. It's exactly how each system removes the friction at a physical level. Number 1. Suica and Pasmo Uisi cards that eliminate ticket buying hassles. Think about what actually slows down a morning commute. It's not the distance, it's not the crowds, it's the person at the ticket machine who doesn't know the fare, feeding crumpled bills while everyone behind them waits. Suica and Pasmo cards remove that entire sequence. You load money onto the card in advance, tap the sensor at the gate, and you're through in under a second. The gate calculates the fare automatically when you tap out at your destination, so you never need to know the price before you board. The same card works on subways, buses, commuter rail, and at convenience store registers, so there's no switching between payment methods. The sensor reads the tap at a normal walking pace, so the gate never becomes a bottleneck, even during peak hours. Number 2. Highly punctual train systems that minimize delays. Most transit schedules are really just estimates. The train might show up on time, it might not, and you build that uncertainty into your morning by leaving earlier than you need to just in case. Japanese rail treats the schedule as a mechanical commitment. Major urban lines measure average delays in seconds per year, not minutes. And the rail companies publish that data publicly, so they're actually held to it. The infrastructure behind this runs dispatchers who manage each line as one complete system, not train by train, so a small delay gets absorbed before it spreads. Platform dwell times are precisely timed down to the second. When a delay does cause someone to miss work, the railway issues a formal written apology letter the passenger can hand to their employer. Number 3. Platform screen doors that reduce rail accidents. A subway platform is basically a concrete ledge next to a live electrical rail, with a painted line on the floor as the only thing separating you from it. That's not a design choice, it's just what nobody fixed. Platform screen doors put a full barrier along the entire length of the platform, with door panels that line up exactly with the train doors when the train stops. The trackside is physically closed off until the train is stationary and the signals sync. There's no gap in the sequence where you could step through. Number 4. Train platform queue markings that prevent boarding chaos. When there are no markings on a platform, people don't spread out evenly. They cluster near where they think the doors will stop, and when the train arrives, you get this sideways shuffle where people trying to get off have to push through people trying to get on. Japanese platforms paint arrows and numbered queue boxes directly onto the floor at every door position. You stand in your queue, the train stops with the doors landing exactly on the marks, and the two-sided line naturally leaves a gap in the middle for exiting passengers. Nobody announces this. The geometry just makes it the obvious thing to do. Number 5. Tactile paving for visually impaired pedestrians. A busy train station is built entirely around visual information. Signs, arrows, platform numbers, screen displays. If you can't read any of that with your eyes, the station doesn't really work for you. Tactile paving solves this at ground level. It's a system of textured tiles embedded in the floor that communicate two things. Raised lines mean follow this path forward, and raised dots mean stop. There's a drop or a crossing ahead. Your feet read it without you thinking about it. Japan developed this system in the 1960s and installed it across virtually every station, sidewalk and public building in the country. Other countries have adopted pieces of it, but a patchy network with gaps is just confusing. Full coverage is what makes it actually work. Number 6. Taku-Haibin luggage forwarding services that remove the burden of carrying bags. Heavy luggage doesn't just tire you out, it actually controls your decisions. You can't take a route with stairs, you can't duck into a restaurant with nowhere to put the bags, and you can't change your plans without dragging everything with you. Taku-Haibin is a luggage forwarding service that runs on the same overnight delivery network used for regular parcels. You drop your bags at a convenience store or hotel counter, pay a flat fee per bag, and they arrive at your next hotel the following day. Number 7. Parcel redelivery scheduling systems that reduce missed deliveries. A 10-hour delivery window isn't a delivery window. It's a hostage situation. You stay home, you wait, and half the time, the slip is already under your door before you even realize the driver came. Japanese carriers send you a notification before they arrive with a narrow time window. And if you miss it anyway, the missed delivery slip has a QR code that lets you book a new slot, sometimes just 1 hour wide, and the driver actually shows up in that hour. If you can't be home at all, you redirect the package to a convenience store near your commute and pick it up on the way home. The package waits for you, not the other way around. And the carrier doesn't burn a second trip driving back out to your address. Number 8. Convenience stores that combine dozens of everyday services in one place. Most cities make you run 4 separate errands to do 4 separate things, because the bank, the post office, the pharmacy, and the grocery store all grew up independently and nobody ever connected them. Japanese convenience stores, konbini, collapsed all of that into one room. You can pay utility bills, pull cash, buy train tickets, ship a package, print a document, and pick up a hot meal, all at the same counter at 2 a.m. if that's when you need it. Every konbini follows the same floor plan, so even a store you've never walked into before feels immediately familiar. A TM near the door, drinks at the back wall, hot food by the register. No searching, no figuring it out. Number 9. Public restroom privacy, sound machines that address a common discomfort. Public restrooms have an acoustic problem that nobody really talks about, but everyone has dealt with. The stalls aren't soundproofed, other people are in the room, and that shared environment makes a normal biological function feel weirdly exposed. The old workaround was flushing repeatedly to cover the noise, which wasted several litres of water every single time. Japan replaced that with a small battery-powered device called the otohime, meaning sound princess, mounted inside the stall. You press a button or trigger the motion sensor, and it plays a recorded flushing sound at a volume that covers the stall without bleeding into the next one. Number 10. Detailed trash sorting systems that improve recycling and cleanliness. Most recycling systems break down at the bin. If the rules are unclear or sorting feels like a guessing game, people put the wrong things in the wrong bags, and contaminated materials can't be processed, so they go to landfill anyway. Japan went the opposite direction from simplifying. Sorting categories cover burnables, non-burnables, plastics, glass cans, PET bottles, and cardboard, each with its own pickup day, specific bag colour, and prep requirements. Bottles get rinsed, labels peeled off, caps sorted separately. Number 11. Earthquake early warning alerts delivered directly to phones. With most earthquakes, the shaking is the warning. There's no gap between it's starting and it's happening, so your reaction time is essentially zero. Japan's early warning system creates that gap by detecting P waves, the fast-moving compression waves that shoot out ahead of the slower, destructive shaking waves. Sensors across the country pick up those initial waves, calculate where the earthquake is centered and how strong it'll be, then broadcast an alert before the damaging shaking arrives. Number 12. Coin lockers that solve short-term storage problems in busy cities. You arrive at a station at 9 AM with a bag you don't want to carry for the next 6 hours. Your options are check in early, find a hotel that will store it for you, or just drag it everywhere. None of those actually work. Major Japanese train stations have hundreds of coin lockers in multiple sizes, priced by size and time, accessible with a coin or an IC card. No staff interaction needed. Small ones fit a day pack, medium ones take a carry-on, large ones swallow full-size luggage. Newer systems let you check locker availability on your phone before you even reach the station, reserve one, and open it with your phone. You close the door and the bag stops being your problem until you want it back. Most of these fixes are also surprisingly low-tech. Paint on concrete, a textured tile, a box with a lock. A single tactile tile does nothing, but a complete network of them through every station in the country is actual infrastructure.